Good evening, everyone. It's time for another bedtime story with Miss Alonso. I have been wearing my superhero gear all day long as I've taught my first graders online today. And while I was wearing it, it made me think of another superhero character. It's another cat, but it's not Pete the cat. This cat is a Siamese cat who thinks he is very brave and heroic and does not realize that he actually is a Siamese cat. He thinks he's something else. His name is Skippy Jon Jones. So tonight I'm going to read you a story about Skippy Jon Jones, and we're going to find out just what he thinks he is. I hope you love this story as much as I do. He is a very fun character. Skippy Jon Jones. Every morning, Skippy Jon Jones woke up with the birds. And this did not please his mother at all. "Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Britches," ordered Mama Junebug Jones. Skippy Jon's an early bird like Miss Alonso. "No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of birds," she scolded, "or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry in Mrs. Stu Higgy's bird bath." The lecture went on and on as usual. "You've got to do some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants," said his mother, "about just what it means to be a cat, not a bird, not a mouse, or a grouse, not a moose, or a goose, not a rat, not a bat. You need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese cat." "And stay out of your closet," she added, closing the bedroom door. But once he was alone, Skippy Jon Jones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippy Jon Jones, and I bounce on my bed, and once or 6 times I land on my head." He's so silly. On his way down to earth from a gigantic big bounce, Skippy Jon Jones shot past his bedroom mirror. "Holy guacamole!" exclaimed Skippy Jon Jones. "What was that?" So up he went again, and again it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "My ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body. I am not a Siamese cat. I am a Chihuahua." He thinks he's a Chihuahua. Look at him look at himself in the mirror. That's what he thinks he sees. Back on land, Skippy Jon Jones climbed onto his toy box and rifled through some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, Skippy Jon Jones began to sing in a meow soft voice. "My name is Skippito Frisquito. I fear not a single bandito. My manners are mellow. I'm sweet like the jello. I get the job done, yes indeedo." Look at him with his mask. He's riding his mouse. Back in the kitchen, Jujubee, Jezebel, and Jilly Boo Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. "Can Skippy Jon come out of his room now?" asked Jujubee. "No," answered Mama Junebug Jones. "Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking." In fact, Skippy Jon wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down a lonesome desert road far, far away in old Mexico. Not long into his journey, a mysterioso band of Chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. "Ay, caramba! Who goes there?" asked Skippy Jon Jones. We go by the name of Las Chimichangas, growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. Who are you? I am El Skippito, the great sword fighter, said Skippy Jon Jones. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. Why the mosquito, dude? Asked Poquito Tito. I go incognito, said Scapito. Do you like rice and beans? Asked Pinotilito. See, I love mice and beans, said Scapito. He might be the dog of our dreams, whispered Rosalita. Perhaps, said Tia Mia, if he knows the secret password. I wonder what the secret password is going to be. Leaning toward Don Diego, El Scapito half sneezed, half spoke the secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ear. Ah, chupichu! Bless you, said Don Diego. Gracias, said Scapito. Then it is true, decreed Don Diego. Yip, yippee, yippito! It's the end of Alfredo Bezito. Scapito is here. We have nothing to fear. Adios to the bad bumblebeeto. Then all of the chimichangos went crazy loco. First, they had a fiesta. A fiesta is a big party. Then they took a siesta. That's what we're going to take here soon, a nice siesta. But after waking up, the chimichangos got down to serious bee's knees. Using his paw, Don Diego drew a picture in the sand of the great bumblebeetle for Scapito to see. A hush grew over the chimichangos, so great that one could hear a whisker drop. Alfredo Bezito, whispered the crowd. El blimpo bumblebeetle bendito. Oh, it's a big bumblebee. Miss Alonso does not like bumblebees. I run from bumblebees. See, said Poquito Tito, the bendito stills are frioles, not your beans, cried Scapito, outraged. See, Poquito continued, red beans, black beans, Boston baked and blue, cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto, and jelly too. And now he comes for us, Poquito added. Por qué? Asked Scapito. Because we are full of the beans too. Then Don Diego stood tall and in his most somber voice declared, Yo quiero frijoles, hello, huh? Asked Scapito. The dude just wants his beans back, said Poquito Tito, and you are the dog for the job. Me? Asked Scapito. Then all of the chimichangas turned towards Scapito, the great sword fighter. They want him to save the day. But poor Scapito had no time for a plan, because in a blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The chimichangos scattered in all directions. Vamos, Scapito, or it is you, the bendito will eato, they cried. Scapito stood his ground, but his legs shimmied and shook like the jello, and his teeth chattered like the castanets. Then in a muy, muy soft voice he said, My name is Scapito Frisquito. I fear not a single bendito. But Alfredo Bezito flew straight for Scapito until the bean-eating bendito hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. Holy frijoles, cried Scapito as he thrust his sword in the air. Oh, look at that big shadow, and then here he is, right over Skippy Jon Jones. Suddenly, pop, went the bendito, landing on Scapito's sword, and quicker than one could say chihuahuas, cheese and crackers, every kind of bean came spilling out of the Alfredo Bezito, the bumblebee-ito bendito. He popped him just like that. It's like a piñata. Then all the doggies burst into song. Yip, yippee, yippito! Our hero is El Skippito. He's the dog of our dreams who delivered the beans, and now we can make our burritos. So silly. Now they have all their beans to make their burritos. But back at home, there was such a ruckus coming from Skippy Jon's room that Mama Junebug Jones and the girls just had to find out what was going on. They raced down the hall to the kitty boy's room. Banguito, Crashito, Papito, Skippito! Just in time to see Skippy Jon Jones' closet exploding. Oh my, what a mess. Then out flew Candy, beanbag doggies, and the kitty boy with his birthday piñata on his head. Skippy Jon Jones, cried everyone. Hola, muchachas, he said in a muy soft voice. Mama Junebug Jones lifted up Skippy Jon and covered his head with furry, purry kisses. What am I going to do with you, Mr. Cocoa Pugs? She scolded. So sweet. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, Skippy Jon Jones began to bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. Oh, I'm Skippy Jon Jones with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that. Say good night, Skippy Jon Jones, called his mama. Buenos noches, mis amigos, said Skippy Jon Jones, as he gets ready to take a siesta. The end. Skippy Jon Jones is always into something. He's very imaginative and creative. And I love that when he looks in the mirror, he doesn't see a Siamese cat. He sees himself as a dog, a Chihuahua. And he is a very brave and heroic character. There are so many different types of Skippy Jon Jones books, so be on the lookout because he may make an appearance again soon. I hope you all got to get outside and enjoy this beautiful day. Tomorrow and the day after is going to be so pretty outside, so get a good night's sleep so you can get outside and have a great day with your family. I hope you have sweet dreams and that you enjoyed this book. I love and miss you, boys and girls. Good night.